And we are live. Boom, Kelly Reid. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good. What are you doing this Tuesday afternoon?
I've just taught fitness Pilates at Cambridge Country Club, and I've got learner exams this afternoon and lots of marking for learners. So yeah, busy bee.
Busy bee. Did you have a busy fitness Pilates class today at Cambridge?
Fully booked as always.
Wow, that's good. And what exams are everyone sitting this afternoon?
I've got some people sitting their level 3 A&P, some people sitting their level 2 A&P for the group training qualification. I've got a learner sitting principles of exercise as part of the level 3 Pilates. So a real mix.
Very good. And we are going to chat today about our latest qualification that we have been approved, and we're really excited because we are working with a new awarding body. Really exciting because actually my very first qualification, exercise to music, in 1986 was with this organisation, the YMCA. Did you do YMCA?
Yeah, I think there was only the YMCA, wasn't it? It was literally, that was it. So in 1996, my RSA was with the YMCA.
And now it's come full circle because we're working with them on our awarding as our new awarding body. So we are a dual training provider, which means we offer active IQ qualifications and also YMCA awards qualifications, don't we?
Yeah, really exciting. And it's exciting to have both awarding bodies because although they are very different, it's great to be recognised by both and to be approved by both and to be recognised within the industry. So, and they offer different things. So YMCA awards, the qualifications they offer, slightly different from Active IQ. So it just broadens the amount that we can give our learners.
It is. And both you and I, our roots are completely in group fitness. I mean, I know you do PT and body transformation as well, but we are both group fitness lovers. So it's unlikely that we'll ever offer the level 3 PT. I'll say that now. And then one day I'll be rushing you. Shall we do level 3 PT? No, it's unlikely, however. So we're always looking for qualifications that we think are going to be the most beneficial to group exercise instructors in the present moment. And because the landscape of the fitness industry is constantly evolving and changing, this is a qualification that both you and I have been wanting to offer for a while because we know that there's a massive demand for it, which is the level 2 chair-based exercise. And the Y offer that. So we've decided to go with the Y Awards, and we are doing it on the 18th of July, which is coming up fast and furious. So give us a little bit of an overview, Kelly, because you'll be tutoring it, about the qualification, what it entails, and the kind of information that you'll be teaching and sharing.
Yeah, no problem. So this qualification actually is open for anybody. You do not have to have a fitness qualification, ETM or gym instructor course beforehand. So this could be people who are working in care homes if you would like to run chair-based exercise classes. And the qualification will give you your level 2 award in chair-based exercise. And there's 2 pathways that you can choose. So you could do chair-based exercise for frailer older adults, or you could do chair-based exercise for disabled clients, or potentially, if you wanted to and you have access to both, you could do both pathways as well. You won't actually get a separate certificate for each. So you will get one certificate once you've been approved and applied for, all of those, that work. You've submitted your assessments for it, and we'll be able to certificate you from there. So it's quite exciting that it opens the doors to different kinds of learners. But obviously, if you are somebody who would like to start working in care homes, or working with more chair-based clients, this is an amazing qualification to gain. The qualification has no theory exam. There is we've just talked about exams while before we went live. There is no theory exam. There is no A&P. There's nothing like that. Your LAR, so your learner assessment record, which is like your portfolio of work that you're going to put together, has a series of worksheets. Some worksheets which are all about adult care, that aren't kind of specifically for disabled or frailer older adults. And then you've got a specific worksheet on health and safety for your chosen pathway. Of course, if you're going to do both, you absolutely will do both worksheets. You are then going to plan a session that you're going to put together for your chosen pathway, and you will then have that approved by me with your planned session. I'll get you to do some formative assessment of you teaching. And I think that's important because this is different from doing, say, for instance, exercise to music or Pilates, because there are set criteria moves that you need to cover. They've been given to us by the later life training. So they are set moves that are in what we call your circulatory booster 1, circulatory booster 2, a CV section, a strength section, and a pelvic floor and cool down section. So I'm going to be able to give you some feedback on that. You can film that literally just a camera, or you can maybe gain a few people to be able to be in your kind of formative assessment videos. You don't need to film the whole thing. It could be that you just film, you know, your circulatory booster 1 for me to be able to give you some feedback. And then once you've been, you know, everything's been checked off, I'm happy, you're happy, you will then go away and film your assessment and send that in with your portfolio.
Gosh, I mean, it's a very straightforward. I think this qualification, which attracted me as well to it, is it's very practical, isn't it? It aims to give you all the nuts and bolts and the ideas of how to plan a safe and effective class within either a care home, a social care setting, or assisted living, or if you're going to work for a charity potentially and offer sessions, or we know that there's a lot of community projects that have had funding from Sport England all around the country, or maybe this is a project that you want to apply for some funding locally and roll something out. There's a lot of opportunities, but I think this is the first qualification that you'll need if this is the area that you want to progress in. And it's probably going to be a very well paid opportunity, isn't it, for most instructors?
Yeah, because it's very niche and very specialised. And obviously there is funding available. So that's a win-win situation, especially if you're working with councils, communities, charities, like you said, Rach. And I also think that, you know, this gives you the kind of UK standard requirement to be able to then deliver these classes. It's very different from, say, for instance, what we've done before on sit fitness. It's very low level with regards to these moves from your, you know, from the later life training. And I think that will be very easily digested with most of our learners. Very, very simple. I've done all the videos of all of the moves, so you can literally just pick and choose which ones you want to put in your plan and which ones you want to teach. It's not like you've got to worry about putting together a 32 count routine and stuff like that.
100%. And I think that's really positive to know. And I think if you're an instructor that is thinking, gosh, I'm working in a centre, I'm not being paid particularly well, where do I take my knowledge? Where do I take my expertise? And this, I think, is a great pathway for all instructors who don't want to do so much impact and hardcore work on their own body. This is not physically taxing. It's not as mentally taxing. It's generally daytime work. And I just think it's a win-win for so many instructors. Plus, you and I are also putting a bit of a library together where we're going to be filming 5-minute little blocks of choreography. So ideas, things with scarves, balls, bands. So you've always got lots of ideas for your classes. And it's these types of sessions are very much about you and your personality and bringing your personality out to the people that are in your class, isn't it? It's about an experience. It's not just the exercise. It's the weekly experience that so many in older adults look forward to.
Absolutely, so rewarding. And I can guarantee that no one class will ever be the same as another. And for the criteria that you need to meet for this qualification is to plan and deliver a 45 to 60-minute session. But essentially, when you start teaching in the industry, you would probably maybe have your class 45 minutes, but you probably won't teach for that long amount of time. With frailer older adults, that's quite a lot for them to actually do. So, you know, giving them the opportunity to be able to have a bit of a brain break or a little bit of a breather break as well. And it's very much a community. So, there'll probably be times where, you'll spend time chatting to your members before and after the class. It won't be one of those sessions that starts at this time, ends at this time. You've got to jam pack it with loads and loads of choreography. It will be just incredibly rewarding to see the achievements that are being made by your frailer older adults or your disabled clients, in their chair-based exercise.
Agreed. And also there's a massive opportunity online. If you look online, there's so few seated classes on YouTube, TikTok. I mean, there are a few, but it's such a massive market. There's so many, there's a massive demographic and so few people doing it. So there's less competition for you as an instructor if you did want to do anything online as well. Kelly, the question I've had this morning over and over again is, how long will it take me to complete this? That's what everybody wants to know. What would you suggest? You've been through all of the information. What do you think, realistically, how long would it take?
So guided learning hours for this qualification is 37. Obviously, if you are somebody who is a little bit more of a quicker learner, or you're quite proactive and you might want to get cracking and start the worksheet straight away, then it might not take you 37 hours to be able to complete it. Of course, there's going to be times where you're going to need to watch the videos, but the way that myself and you have done this is so easy. It's kind of the way forward with what we do with our dashboards now. It's snippet videos rather than people watching hours worth of Zoom. It's just snippet videos. And I know we are doing the Zoom contact day on Thursday, the 18th, which of course will be recorded if you can't make it. So that will be, content to watch. But again, I'll be able to break that down so that, again, you can watch that in snippet videos as well. So I don't want to say, you'll be able to get it done in a week, because there is a bit of prep that comes with this. Obviously, you've got to put a session plan together. That's going to take time to write that plan, to send that over, to make sure that that's okay and approved, and then do a couple of practice videos of snippets of your class to make sure that everything that you're doing covers the criteria. Because I would hate for you to then organise your amazing group of participants for then it not to meet the criteria. So I want you to be incredibly confident and incredibly comfortable when you do your session, that you're going to film, and absolutely it's going to tick all the boxes.
Yeah, fantastic. And this is just the beginning. We've got a whole host of new qualification that they're rolling out over the next few weeks. We've got the level 3 menopause. We've got level 4 nutrition. We've got the level 4 exercise referral. Which we're excited about. Reformer.
Hopefully Reformer. So Reformer Pilates coming very, very soon. And again, this is exciting because these qualifications, like the menopause and the Reformer, haven't even been launched yet by YMCA Awards. We are going to be the very first training provider to be able to offer these. We're getting straight off the mark. You know what Choreographytogo is like. And we're going to get these, as soon as we possibly can. We're literally, biting at the bit for it to be able to offer those. It's going to be so exciting.
Yeah, it really is. Okay. Thanks, Kelly, then. I know. We want to do them all. We all want to do them all. Well, if anybody's got any questions for Kelly and I, just shoot us a message. Level 2 chair based, we do live on the 18th of July, but don't worry if you can't make it live, you can get the recording. But as is always the best way, if you can jump in when we first launch this, get involved with the first cohort. We've got people already joining a Facebook group, the student group. It really helps when lots of people are doing it in one go together, because it spurs everybody on. You've got the momentum of the group and the power of the group. And even if you think, well, actually, I can only do the 18th and then I'm away on holiday, don't worry. You can still do it and then still be within this cohort. And you've actually got two years, as always, to complete these. But we do suggest that, you give yourself a time limit. You decide when you'd like to have this complete. It might be September. It might be the week after. If you've got a week off work and you think, right, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to really get my head down and do it. You can, which is the joy of online learning. So get in touch if you want to do it. Kelly, thank you for your time this afternoon. And we'll see you all on the next podcast.